always wanted to learn a new language, you may be a little frustrated with the process, or you may want to take your learning to the next level, then you're in luck. Because in this video, I'd like to talk about 5 secrets of learning a new language faster and more effectively. A little bit of myself. I speak 4 languages. I speak Korean, English, French, and Spanish, and I just studied how to speak Mandarin. Learning languages has been my passion for 30 plus years, and along the way I've discovered strategies that work better than others. So no further ado, let us find out what those 5 secrets are. Secret number 1, learn from the experts. You want to learn from the experts and you want to emulate best practices no matter what it is that you are learning. And I think that learning a language is no exception. Then, who are the experts? The experts in language learning, I think, are the babies. We used to be one, so it's in us how to learn a language. What do? The babies, they listen at first. They listen very carefully for a long time, for about a year. They listen and then they start experimenting with the sounds and they start formulating sentences by the time they reach 2 years old. And I think that that's natural sequence of learning a language. First, you listen and you try to understand how the sounds are formed, and then you go on to reading books and trying to figure out the workings of the grammar. Secret number 2, make your learning interesting. I think making learning interesting is so important because when it's fun, we pay attention, and when we pay attention, we naturally learn more. So make your language learning interesting. How do you make your language learning interesting? I always read books that are interesting to me, and I watch movies that are interesting to me. So just make it fun, whatever it is that you're doing. Secret number 3, play detective. Why do we play detective? We play detective to find the rules of the language. And I think that this would be a better approach to learning the grammar of the language. When we play detective, we are taking an active role of our learning. We take ownership of our learning, and it will be so much more fun, and it will be so much more effective. For instance, if you are learning Spanish, you will find that Spanish has masculine nouns and feminine nouns, and you will discover that nouns that end in an A tend to be feminine. For instance, the word niña, meaning girl, is a feminine noun, and the word niño, meaning boy, is a masculine noun. However, you will soon find that there are exceptions to this rule, as in mujer, meaning woman. So I think that overall, when you are trying to find the rules yourself, your learning takes on a whole new level. You are more engaged and you are more interested and focused, and I think that this is so much better when you are learning a new language. Secret number 4, read to increase your vocabulary. Vocabulary building is an important thing when you are learning a new language. Once you know the general rules of the language, I think that it's time to build vocabulary. How do you build vocabulary? I think you build vocabulary by reading. Then what do you read? And I think that it's an excellent idea to read children's books. I love children's books because children's books were written to teach the children how to speak the language. Children's books tend to have a very high level vocabulary, surprisingly enough, And also the repetitive nature of the writing really helps you to learn the language. So I would highly recommend that you start reading children's books such as fairy tales and also nursery rhymes. And then you can go up the levels once you are comfortable with this range of vocabulary. Secret number 5. Language learning is all about exposure, and exposure. Just like when we are buying a house, it's all about location, location, location. And I think when it comes to learning a language, it's all about exposure. You want to be immersed in the language as much as possible. The best scenario would be to live with the people who speak the language and you want to speak the language all the time. If this is not an option, you want to go with option B. What is option B? That would be to create a situation where you can be immersed in the language as much as possible. I would like to go through several programs when I'm learning a language. I would start off with a very simple language program, and then I would go into a more serious type of program to enrich my knowledge of the language. Language takes time, so I would encourage you to enjoy each milestone that you reach, and then you just keep at it, and before you know it, you'll get there and you'll be so happy that you've made it. So there you have it, 5 secrets to learning a new language. Also, please check out my first video, 5 common mistakes that people make when learning a new language. It's important to learn from the experts, but it's as important to learn from the mistakes of others. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give a 2 thumbs up. Click subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on any of the future content that I'll be putting out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Adios.